A family has retrieved their belongings in the latest chapter of a moving disaster saga that Always Investigating first exposed. Gina Mangieri joins us with the latest. Gina?
Well, there are still hundreds of thousands of dollars in money and belongings in limbo for people across Hawaii and the mainland. But threads of clues are leading to answers one by one on how to start getting the stuff back.
Previously, we revealed the story our action line has heard from dozens of families now. People who paid thousands apiece to either Pineapple Express Movers or Hawaii Moving and Storage, which have overlapping owner or partner interests, who haven't seen their stuff since moving days that date back to last year. Brandon Velez, who we met in his mostly empty Eva home, had not seen his items since leaving New Jersey last year, but he tracked them by a digital photo geotag to a GPS point corresponding to a California storage facility. He demanded the moving company owner meet him there today.
I took too much business, couldn't follow through. But no, he didn't try to get any more money from me. I think he kind of realizes at this point that he kind of screwed it up, and he wants to keep that business.
He got his things back and snapped some photos of other families' things he saw in the storage unit. He says he was told Hawaii Moving and Storage's owner has rented 15 units at this site.
I just hope that everybody gets their stuff back. I wish I could have done more, but I didn't want to create a hostile environment. He was being cordial and giving me my things back.
So far, Always Investigating has found out that shipments are staged in rented storage units coast to coast from Virginia to California. Some belongings are lingering in containers with Matson at the Port of Long Beach and on Oahu, and with inter-island carriers on the neighbor islands. The moving companies won't give Always Investigating a list of whose stuff is where. Some customers say they can't get an exact answer either, while others have been able to set meetups in the coming days to get theirs. Customers tell me they feel they're racing the clock because storage companies often auction off unpaid and unclaimed merchandise if time goes by with bills unpaid. As for any containers, Matson told me if they can't get a shipper of record to pay or pick up, they'll get legal clearance to open it up, figure out who owns what if they can, and try to reach them. But if they can't figure out whose it is, the stuff would be donated or disposed of.
Now, I tracked down one of the families whose name was on some of the goods that Brandon Velez found in that California storage unit today. He says the movers have promised to finish their $20,000 truck and belongings shipment to Maui soon. We'll continue to try to piece together where people's things are and when they'll get them. Gina Mangieri, KHON 2 News.
And a reminder, if you have a consumer problem, you can call our action line at 591-0222, weekdays between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Or send an email to actionline@khon2.com.